Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world, wherever you are in the universe. This is Commander Swifty, the ineffectual gamer, and this is Elite Dangerous Beyond, the Zoomski expedition. Hello, how is everybody? I hope you're alright. I've just realised that my desktop audio isn't even on, so you can't hear the music or anything, but you know, there's always little gremlins, and because I haven't been able to go live so much, it's a bit difficult to. 1 second, I need to check this is live. Oh yeah, it's live. So it's just a bit difficult to sometimes get everything right, especially after the last stream just shut down. So. Okay. Right, it looks like I've got everything up and running, alright. So, okay. Let's put this in Discord. Normally I'm doing this while the video's loading in, but... where have I got it? Yeah, I think that's right. Okay. So I'll drop this in mine. Make sure I'm dropping it in the right places here. Drop it in there. In here, and then that's just about it. All I want to go now is, because I always forget, is on Facebook. So Facebook. Okay. Right, okay, so let me just jump out of the pause screen. And so, as you can see, I'm in the Anaconda. This is different from the other account. The other account's obviously back in the bubble, doing its thing. I have to be so careful not to kick my computer tower, otherwise the stream's going to go dead. So the problem I'm having with my computer is the power supply isn't good enough for it at the moment, and what's happening, or what seems to be happening, is that my graphics card is overheating. I can't. How can I put it? The power, the graphics card seems to be pulling more power than it should from the setup, and what ends up happening is it turns other stuff off. And even then, it's not quite cooling down the graphics card properly, which is one of the reasons why tonight I'm going to try and keep an eye on it. It seems the more things I have running, the higher the temperature of the graphics card goes. And so it's affecting it when I'm playing a game. So if I'm streaming as well, on top of that, it seems to be just adding a bit more stress to the power. And then I've got extra stuff running, which I need to try and remember to unplug as I'm running stuff, and that should probably fix it. It should probably fix it, but we'll see if we can get through tonight's stream. Should be able to. Well, why is this not sticking in place? Oh, I hope there's not a setup. I hope there's not a setup issue here. Let's see. Because it's not sticking. Can I do it with that one? No. What if I do it like that? Does that stick it? No. Oh, this is going to be a nightmare now, because every time I knock my mouse, my view is going to go different. But anyway. So just show you quickly where we are on the map. pretty far away from the bubble. Going out towards that right hand side rim. And I was originally going to make my way to this area. And then I'm in two minds. It's one of the reasons why I'm going to sit here in this stream, and I'm actually going to just sit in this area of Tea or Ta. I'm going to sit in this area, and I'm going to just have a look at some different things here. And for the time being, I'm going to sit in this area and just have a look around. And I'm going to make a decision. I'm considering going back to the bubble in this account to change the setup of the ship and kind of just have enough to go out and not worry about jump range. Like at the moment, this ship's set up completely for jump range and nothing else because it was an exploration ship. So I'm not sure whether that's what I want this ship for. I think I should be able to do a few other things with it, and it should be more of not just an exploration ship, but maybe like even a science ship. To be honest, we really don't know. We really don't know what FDev's plans are for this game going forward. I'm going to be honest, it's a bit ridiculous at the moment. There's just no real news from them. You go into Galnet and stuff, basically there's nothing in there. It's the last entry. Somebody today was basically saying so like, you know, you got the power play update and a Thargoid activity report, and that's it. There's nothing else in there. They're not planning on adding anything, which, I mean, it's mental, because they've got a load of new players in the game at the moment who've been coming through sales and stuff like that. So sorry about this, the TV's blaring a little bit. So it's like, you know, what are they doing with it? I really don't know. I don't know what their plans are. They're obviously working on it, but I've been saying it before, and I'm going to say it again. I think everybody is concentrating on a big update, and this version of the game they've kind of given up on. Is my personal opinion. When the new version goes up, you'll still be able to play it, the base version, or whatever version you've got, Horizons, whatever, or you'll be able to upgrade. And so for the next few months, I really don't know what I'm going to do with the channel, because I'm seeing, I mean, a lot of the YouTubers are starting to kind of sidestep away from Elite, and the reason being is there's not really a lot of content to be created. One of the reasons I came out on the Zoomski expedition is because I haven't done it, and I was promising myself to do it maybe once every second or third stream, was to come back out into the middle of nowhere and work through some systems. So I've got some system codes here that I wanted to work through today in this area. I don't know why I'm blasting through space, wasting fuel here, because fuel is tricky out here. We don't want to get stuck or anything like that. Now, I didn't think about it, but the money's not an issue with this account. I'd made like 1 billion or something. The rebuy cost of the ship's like 14 million or something. So I was actually thinking that truly, if I want to go back to the bubble, do some switcheroos switch some things around in the ship, I can blow the ship up and I'll be back at the last station that I docked in, which was, it wasn't right in the bubble, but it was somewhere close to the bubble. So I would waste a lot of exploration data doing that, but to be honest with you, as I said, this account isn't about money or anything like that. This is about the exploration aspect of it. It's about nothing else. So that's just something I have to work on. Did you say it was low? Too low? Jess, is that better? I don't want it peaking out, that's all. Peaking out, peaking off. Just make sure, actually, it's funny you should say that. I'll make sure my my microphone's set high as well. So, listen, levels. Oh yeah, the microphone's actually a little bit lower than it should be. So that should be a little bit better. That's better. Okay, good. Yeah, I think I just had it slightly set a little bit lower than it should be. So yeah, so I really don't know what I'm going to do, but what I wanted to do in tonight's stream is I'm going to mess around with some system codes, and thankfully we're in a really easy system to remember the name of. So it's BLIETHAA, and we're currently in the HPH system, but I'm going to try some others. So in the HPH system, I'm going to try. So, well, I will. I'll do a quick recap. I'm in the Zoomski. I'm doing the Zoomski expedition. I'm currently out to the right-hand side of the bubble. Not really that far. I mean, you know, you don't want to try and jump back in one stream. It takes a long time. But I've decided that this ship really, it wasn't to be in the bubble anymore. That's why I have the second account. The second account is for the bubble and for short jaunts, and this account is for deep exploration, even scientific, even possibly like scientific exploration. The idea of finding Lagrange clouds and things like that, going out and checking all that stuff out, strange systems, things like that. That's what this ship's for. So I don't. At the moment, it's not kitted out for that because this was just kitted for long-range travel. So if we actually have a look at the ship, if you remember this one, it's currently got a 62.4 jump range, which is pretty much full up. So it's about 62 light year jump range. As for modules, you know, it's got the odd thing in there. Oh, I need to add the Guardian frameshift booster, but I don't need to use it at the moment, so it's all right. What was the other thing? So there's nothing else really in it. I don't even know why I had an advanced docking computer, because I'm not intending to dock it again. Or if I do, it's going to be... Yeah, I actually probably should take it. So it's a very, very basic ship, and it hasn't got a lot of extra bits in it. So it's got a planetary vehicle hangar, but I think only one vehicle. So if I mess that vehicle up, I'm done. So I really need to... consider going back to the bubble, maybe getting a few more SRVs and stuff like that, and then working out how I'm actually going to use this ship and whether every now and again it'll go to civilization. But tonight I just want to try some system types. So we're going to go into the galaxy map, we're going to go in here and we're going to type in BLIE THAA, okay, and then at the moment you can see I'm in HPH C10. Now C is the mass, the total mass of the system, so it's an average system, this one. I think the higher up it goes, the more mass it has. So, but as far as I'm aware, like G something is more or less where you want to be. So I'm just going to have a look at doing a couple of different system types. AA-A. So I'm going to let it find the closest one. Okay, so this is an E. Let's see if we can get a G one. E isn't too bad, but can we get a G? No, there's no G. Okay, so it starts with E. Okay, so we're going to go E. And that's all we're going to do. And we're going to plot a course for here. At least we're going to have a quick look to see what's in it, actually. So if we go back here, you see it's a B star. Okay, so that's not that interesting. Let's jump to the next one. So let's not plot a route there. Oh, it's not going to do it anymore. You can't tell me there's only one E1 there. A. Come on. E. Right. Oh, maybe there is only one E. Okay, let's try, wait. Let's try a H. I don't think you get many H's, though. Okay. So let's... Oh, no! Didn't mean to do that. B-L-I-E-T-H-A-A. AA-A. Okay. Let's try an A. No. B. Okay, we got a B. Where's that? Okay, so B. Okay, that's gonna be like a K star or something, isn't it? See what it comes up as. Come on. An M class even. So we don't really want to be going there. We're looking for more kind of interesting systems. So we'll try C. We'll try D. If there's a C, there might be a D. Yeah, we got D. So it seems like it ends at D. And D's are more or less F stars. Got an M star in there. Okay. So, and I just want to see how far away that is. Where it's quite a long way from where we are now, actually. How many jumps would that be? It would be a lot, Swifty. Okay, just check how many jumps it is. 22 jumps, yeah, so we're not bloody going there. So we're going to try another system type. BLIE and then we'll go BA. A. Let's try it with G. There's no G in there. Let's try F. No F in there. Let's try yeah. Okay, so we got another E. I think that's going even further back. I don't know whether we should go forward a little bit and actually jump into a new system rather than going back over. But this one is a B star. Okay, and an A star. We've got B and an A star in there. Okay, so maybe that's not. Let's try something else. Let's try YE. YE. Let's see if we can get a G mass system. No, everything's E. Yeah. Let's even further away. Let's see what we've got in there. Show me. B star. Okay. Well, and it's not even like it's mapping a ton of them. So, let's try ZE. See what we get with the ZE. We got ZE, and we're getting B stars again. So it looks like E mass throws up a lot of B stars. Are there any G's? No G's. D. And there's some D. Oh, what's this one? Showing up F star. Okay, so so these might be. D might be the interesting one to go by if we can get more than one. So what we do here is we do it one time and then we do it again. Okay, so yeah, there's loads of D's. And these all look like they're like F stars. There's going to be probably a few that are a bit different. But yeah, there's a couple that are a bit different. But we've got that first one to plot a route to now. It is a bit out the way and whatnot, but it gives us something to start off with. It's 21 jumps, although I do not turn the thrusters off. Oh, did I turn the wrong thing off? What an idiot. Thrusters off. No, I didn't turn the wrong thing off, did I? Thrusters are off, right? That's fine. Guardian frame shift booster. Fuel scoop, we need that on. Frame shift drives on. Don't know why. Super Cruise Assist we could have active because we might need it at some point. That one we don't need. Heat sinks we've got. Okay, right. So let's replot that. Now we've got the Guardian booster because that's going to boost us up to what, 72 or something. Let's go back there. Okay, could have tried a neutron plotter, but I'm not going to bother. And so it's taken us from 21 to 17, so best gets jumping. I don't need my thrusters turned on. Oh wait, alright, okay. Get the shield generator off. Alright, what else? Planetary vehicle hanger off. Okay. That'll be white. Okay, off we go, Ski. Right, so 66. We do have 66. Why is it saying it's off my current limit? It's bloody not. There we go. Alright, Dave, how's it going? Welcome in, my good man. Don't die in the sun. So obviously this isn't the sun we're looking for. But I will have a bit of a snooperoonie in each system. Now this is an EEG system. I haven't actually got that on my list at the moment, but I am trying to work out what all of these mean. I do know what some of them kind of will bring, but can never be quite sure. So we have got really excited there. Most probably a Rocky Ice World, yeah, and probably some other bits and bobs, but nothing too special. Now we're going to be jumping to a K-Star now. Yeah, it's a bit of a pain in the backside, to be honest with you, Dave. It's been driving me mental the last few streams. Oh, why have I knocked it off? I thought you might have been on there. I don't play it myself, but I do think that, you know, I've said it before. I know the purists are always going to go, oh, but it's a kids game compared to Elite. It's far, far deeper than Elite. Okay, astronomically and everything, no, it's not on a par with Elite. I do realise that, but the content, even the graphics are starting to look they make this game look a bit crap, to be honest. It's a bit embarrassing. It's too high metal content. I just, you know, the flight physics of it and whatnot, I don't like of that game. It's actually a good system for high metal content. It's probably worth a couple of quid, this system. There's plenty of them. There's nothing else. So what was that? A ZXKC. ZX-KC. Possible high metal content only. Right, I'll keep an eye on that one. So yeah, and another thing is, you know, that with them not dropping content and other games, i.e. the Division 2, dropping new content, it means like in the next month I'm going to be kind of flittering backwards and forwards between one and the other, and probably more so one than the other, if you get what I mean. But I have said to people that this Elite I'll always have time for Elite. Always. I like playing the game. I've got 2 very different accounts on the go, which I'm enjoying each account for what it is. You know, this is going to be when I get the exploration bug, I come out on this one, and so on and so forth. So, you know, that's nice. But I just think that's they may because I'm trying to think and stream and drink at the same time, but you know, they introduced sorry, FDev said that there was going to be changes coming to Elite, and that they were basically pulling back on this version last year, and you know, now we think it's going to, and probably probably most probably is going to be the end of this year before we see the next iteration, if it comes at the end of this year. I think asking people to wait 2 years for this upgrade is a bit of a joke. I really do. And we're sat here in what, February? And my brain is honestly saying, how do I make content that's going to take me through to December? I've got some ideas about kind of doing very specific streams, but I still don't know if that's just going to be enough content. I really don't know if it's going to be enough. Oh, 22 bodies. What's it? MLO C6. Not just ice planets, but nothing. I mean, Galnet's gone dead as well now, so they brought out this whole thing of, oh, you can listen to Galnet now, and now there's no Galnet articles to bloody listen to. I mean, I don't know. I've said it before that I honestly feel that there's issues with the coding of this one. That's how I've always perceived it, that there's just some massive coding issues where they can't improve the game beyond what it is, or they've taken it to its absolute limit, and now they're just like, oh, we'll just sod this one, we'll just work on the other one as fast as possible. And I think when the update comes, it'll be, I think they'll do a good job. Other people think that, well, they're trying to make the game more arcadey. I don't know, maybe they are. In order to get that No Man's Sky people across. Who knows? I don't sit in the offices, but I remember, you know, people saying that, you know, there were been certain YouTubers who had been promised that there was huge things ahead in the future, but it just seems to have taken this kind of pit stop. And like I said, when they do a stream, when FDev actually do a stream, it's, pardon my French, but it's bollocks content. I mean, they don't talk about anything. They talk about fucking what anal disease they have that week and who makes the best cup of coffee. I don't know. It just doesn't feel like they're even trying to do something in their own streams. I mean, I've said it before, they drop into like low res in low res places and fly about the rocks a little bit and shoot stuff, and it just feels all very strange. Drew Wagner's doing a lot of stuff about the lore at the moment and the history of the game, which is pretty cool. I've seen a few of his videos going up, so they're always worth a watch. He'll play through the old versions of the game right up until the current iteration. So, I'm sure we got that in this one. Rocky Ice Worlds. Yeah, it seems like we're hitting a lot of them at the moment, aren't we? So what's about, what, 11, 10 hours? I thought 10 jumps left, but we've got 11 until we get to that spot. And then we'll see what these systems dig up for us. Now hopefully it's something slightly interesting. I've still got to do a lot of work on this, but I'm trying to, you know, find interesting systems. I mean, I was looking into this before, and then I haven't done it for ages, and I've completely forgotten what it was I was looking at before. And I remember having bloody sheets of paper of stuff written down, but I think I chucked them out. I was trying to look at which codes might actually give us more of a chance of dropping into Earth-like worlds and stuff, mixing density with luminosity and stuff, but forgot what I was doing. Right, hopefully that's bordering on an Earth-like. It could be. Where has it gone? Oh, yeah. But it's going to be rocky. Yeah, okay. You proved me wrong.
Frameshift drive charging.
Hey Zena, how's it going? I know, I think I'm going to have to start barring people, Jess. I have to start barring people. Hang on, why is the chat not showing up on the video there? Ah, because I haven't got it set to live, I'm guessing. So, so I'm gonna I've been enjoying the Division as well, and if anybody's been watching the streams and stuff, and you have even have a slight interest in the Division, it's $3, €3, £3 at the moment. The Division 2, you can. I don't think you can get it on Steam though. I think you get it through Ubisoft. But £3. Even on PlayStation and Xbox, I think it's £3 at the moment. So if you've been watching any of my streams with that game and you think that you like the look of it, well worth a buy right now. What a price. Basically a full game for... So what's this one? This is NRWD. I get a theory and then I drop in a system which throws it completely off. But this is huge amount of high metal contents in here. Really different types as well. And that'll be the rock. It'll be a rocky ice world though. And there was something in the codex there. Need to start paying more attention to that as well when it tells me to specifically look into the codex. I'm not quite sure what that means. I'm not sure if you've discovered something particular, or whether you've discovered something that somebody else has discovered before, or something like that. We'll have to see. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do about this computer issue at the moment. I need a better tower. First off, with maybe with a fan system, power supply. I need a better power supply. Those things don't run really expensive, but it's not like I'm swimming in money in order to go out and get those things at the moment. So at the moment, it's more like trying to nurse the computer through these hard times. I'm just doing a check on the temperature. The core temperature, the GPU's alright at the moment. So the advice I was given seems to be working ever so slightly. But then you can throw in bloody Elite problems as well. I think Elite has its own problem where it crashes some cards. Did that say there was nothing in system, or was that just me not honking? Nope, 9 bodies in system. No, so there is stuff. And there's so ice bodies and a gas giant, but we're not interested in those because
Frameshift drive charging.
I'm not interested in those at the moment. You never know in the future. Never know in the future. So, and I got Red Dead Redemption on PC, but there is an issue with streaming unless you have Windows 10. I don't have Windows 10. I use Windows 7, which of course has now not even been supported. But some part of I think it's an anti-cheat thing in Red Dead Redemption blocks you from streaming in Windows 7 and Windows 8. I think it's only Windows 10 that it allows you to do it. Or you can turn it off or something. Oh, that's quite a big sun, that one. Right, so we've got 9 bodies in this system and one hell of a sun. Okay, let's see what we've got in this one. Oh, we've got a water world. So remember, I'm not on these jumps. I'm not actually aiming for anything special. But that is a water world. It's only 1,200 light seconds out. And we got, oh, that is, it says here that it's a Rocky Ice World, but it is right on the line. And when it's right on the line, it's normally a Rocky Ice World. But if there's a water world in system, it can be really close. Ah, it's a Rocky Ice World. Thanks for proving me wrong. You're welcome, Swifty. Love proving you wrong.
Frameshift drive charging.
Can't remember if I messaged Alice guy. Oh, we're gonna die.
Fuel scooping.
I can't even spell.
System scan.
Ah, sod it, he'll know what I mean.
Scooping complete.
Right, let's get the chat back up. There we go. So I don't think there's two bodies, two suns, so there's nothing in the system. We've only got 6 jumps to the destination. Oh, that black silver thing is it's a shader issue, isn't it, Dave? You haven't noticed that on planets as well, have you? It's one of the reasons why I don't play No Man's Sky. I had the shader issue, but that was with Nvidia, as far as I'm aware. A lot of stuff was just showing up as black, but now I've switched cards. Might actually be better now. Did anybody see the video for the new flight simulator today, by the way? Obsidian Ant seems to be getting excited about that. I can imagine why. He's gonna love this new flight simulator. There was some footage leaked not so long ago, and it really showed that the game is working. The game seems to be working for a lot of users, so like working very well. Oh, this is like a high metal system as well. Look at all these high metal contents. That's a lot. 15 bodies, and nearly all of them are going to be high metal content. And that is a RC-V. Well, I'm not sticking around, because otherwise I'm never going to get to the bloody destination if I keep... Oh, that's good if it didn't stay the colour, because I know it was an issue at one point. What about this beer? It's got a really... It's not what I thought it was. It's got a really strange flavour to it. Kind of fruity, but not fruity. Well, this one's luminous. Now this is a D0 actually. This will be the same type of the system as the one we're heading to. And this sun is quite humongous. So we'll aim away from it. Although this ship does not heat up easily. And I do have heat sinks, so... Oh, they don't like it. They're lazy. They won't drink it. Right, so let's see what we actually find in this system, because this is kind of the system we're heading to. And that's exactly what I was hoping for. It was something like a water world. There's a lot of high metal content by the look of it, but having a water world is nice. Because that does mean there is a chance of meatballs. What do you say? Oh, there's some rocky bodies, unfortunately. Didn't really want to see that, but some high metal contents. Well, it's quite a few, but they're all high metals with a moon on them. A moon attached to them by the looks of it. That's what the rocky bodies are showing up as. So they are all high metal contents. Right. Let's move on. What about 7 jumps or something out? 4. Oh, 4 jumps. This is a CO. This is 1 step down.
4, 3, 2.
Didn't catch the letters before I jumped in there. FQ. FQ on my list.
Fuel scooping complete.
Right, got 9 bodies again in this one. How's it going? I'm not drunk, I just couldn't type. I was trying to type too fast. Accidentally made a hash of my text message there. High metal content. Right, okay, so what, 3 jumps out now? We're almost there, folks.
Drive charging.
There is where? That be the question. Why is there no music? I did pay for music. We paid for music here, people. Nobody's telling me there's no bloody music. I remember that stream I was in where... I can't remember. I think it was Cathino. About 40 minutes in was like, oh, is it just me or there's no sound? I don't know how you don't spot it sometimes. Alright, let's... see what this is. 9 body. I'm hitting lots of systems with ending in 0 and with 9 bodies in them. So maybe that tells you something. I don't know. Ah, this is going to be like all rocky worlds and maybe high metal content because it's was it a K star this? Or jump into an M star now. Red dwarf with 2 jumps to go. So this will be a jump and go. Pretty much a jump and go with this one. Well, the reason I mainly did it early was because I'm just a bit. I was a bit off, bit rusty, as they say, slightly rusty. As I say, 11 bodies. I'll have a quick shufty. You never know. No, look, it's just all ice worlds and rocky. Wait, rocky ice bodies. Don't need any of them. Okay, so this is our system that we're going into now. This is the destination system. At least the first. Oh, the karaoke. So I forgot about that. Deleted that though. Didn't want to get a strike. Right, okay, so scan this system. So there's 11 bodies in the system itself. We'll just move away from the star. And then we're gonna have. It is actually quite a big one. We're gonna have a look at the actual system itself and see what we can find in it. Okay, so now we're away from the star. So straight away we've hit a water world. This is a good start. This was my aspiration, was to hit an interesting system. So I might have found myself being correct for once. Never. No way. We might have an Earth-like. Oh, my hunch paid off. Ooh. We have an Earth-like underwater world. I'm not holding out a load of hope here. But if we have an Earth-like underwater world... Oh my good loady woady! Good loady woady! So, okay. This is good. This is a good start. This is great. This is great. Okay, so we got like asteroid cluster and stuff there. We've got some... We've definitely got 2 or 3 high metal contents as well. Hopefully not as satellites. I don't think they are. One of them's got a moon. I think it's the first time I've ever actually had a hunch and hit an intended system. It's all gonna go downhill after this, folks. It's all gonna go downhill. It'll prove itself. God, that looks like a water world, that as well. You are. That is a rocky. Oh, we might have one more high metal content. Nobody congratulate me. Nobody cares. You've stopped caring. Let's see. Whoa, ton of rocky buddy. I'm guessing that's a K-star or something. Right. Okay. So let's go scan these, and hopefully. Let's go into the system map. Hopefully nobody else has scanned them. That's the most important part. And it doesn't look like they have. So that's good as well. Let's have a look at it on the RA. 6 and 2 3s. We'll go with the 6 and then the 4, I think. I think that's going to be the fastest route. Okay, so let's head out. So the first one has given me pretty much what I was looking for, which was Earth lakes and water worlds, and I'm very surprised that the first time it's worked, which is very, very good. But don't count your chickens yet. Because this is only the first, but we'll see if we can track down any others. And this is a D one, isn't it? Yep. Now, when I talk about this wait, 7. Okay. When I talk about these D-mass systems, I'm not 100% going to hit in all of them, and there could be thousands of systems, and it's not easy to actually find which one it is, and I'm not sure what the actual main star was that I came in on. Now I'm closing on this. I don't want to check in case I do a flyby, so I'm just gonna line it up and do the scan first, and then I'll check what actual star it was I came in on, and that's going to give me even more of a chance, I think, of tracking them down as I'm going forward. Just a couple of nice polar caps there. Still saying out of range. No, it's too fast, so that's what we want. So, we have 6 probes, should be able to do it with 6 easily. 1, 2. Oh, I shouldn't have done that actually. Done that wrong. 3, 4, Might have fucked the first one up, but it's been so long since I've mapped a planet 5 that I'd forgotten exactly how to do it. So shut up. See, oh, we're up to 75. This might actually work out. It might actually work out. Yeah, no, we need to hit about 85. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. There we go. Okay. First one mapped successfully. Right? Okay, let's see what star we came in on. Map. So, we came in on a F star. So I'm just gonna F star. Gonna take note of that. Now, the high metal contents are actually, they are in the range of terraformable. I didn't check the water world; it's not terraformable. But all of these high metal contents are. So this is a valuable system. If I was doing this purely for money, this would be a pretty damn valuable system to be flying through and logging. It's a shame that the water world is a bit too far away. It didn't seem all that far away, but I guess it was just on the threshold of acceptable. And I've often found when it's on the threshold, if there's another high value thing in system, it's going to be a dud. Nice things don't happen to good people. Don't forget to leave a like, people. If you are watching and you do enjoy the stream tonight, do leave a like. If you haven't subscribed already and maybe you're watching later on or something like that, feel free to hit that subscribe button. Oh god, I've forgotten how I used to be used to this, and it was like, oh, just traveling to the next planet. Now it's like sitting there for 2 minutes, going to a rock. To be back in the old exploration boots. He hasn't lost it. He hasn't lost it. Never found it. That's why. Yeah, don't forget to leave a like, Swifty. Like your own stream first. It's not enough just to see. Right, closing in. Jeez, the amount of hours I've lost doing this. You remember the olden days as well? You had to get, was it within 300 light seconds for it to start the scan? Now it's kind of instant, so that's always a good thing. Right, here we go. So we'll slow it down a little bit. This is an Earth-like. I mean, that water world is still valuable now. If you map a water world, even if it's not terraformable, it's still valuable. It's definitely worth scanning. If it is 100,000 light seconds out there, or even I'd say anything over maybe 30,000 light seconds, okay, consider leaving it. Unless you're a perfectionist and you really like mapping the whole system and everything. But if you're doing exploration for money, forget about it. If it's over 30k, it's just really not worth going after, in my humble opinion. Oh, too fast. Might be even too close. Okay, so we're gonna go one over, which should hit exactly on the other side of the planet. One top, one middle, one bottom. This should give you the perfect scan, but unfortunately when you get too close, it doesn't always give you the perfect scan. That's why I'm a bit miffed that I got too close there. But you never know, we might be lucky. No, it's gonna do it, for sure. There you go. Need that last one to hit. There we go. So we've got the efficiency bonus on that one as well. And I think that's it for this system. I'm not gonna do the high metal contents at the moment. So let's go back to the galaxy map, and let's put that information in again. So it's BLIE THAA ZE dash A and then D. Okay, so if we can get the next one, which is a D1, and if this is an F star, which I'm presuming it is, it's only a couple of jumps away by the looks of it. If this is an F star as well, which it is, and there's a G star in there, this could have more Earth-like water worlds in it, would be the theory. Huh. This is 2 jumps away, so the next system is not the system we're looking for. Now I can always check out each system as you jump, but if you're actually being, like, if you are trying to be a pure explorer and you're trying to find Earth-like worlds or water worlds or whatever, you kind of want to just get past the systems that you don't think, if you're doing it for money I'm talking about, you want to get past the systems that aren't going to pay you anything. Anyway, that said, systems can complete straight off the bat, which means it's only got suns in there anyway, so every cloud. There we go. So the main sequence star is the F, and then we've got a G in there as well by the looks of it, so you never know. Depending on the distance of that G though, but that G is what worries me, because that could be what has the Earth-like, if there's an Earth-like in there. I think most of them do pop up under G stars. Okay, so fingers crossed. 23 bodies, that's a good amount. Let's just move away from the main star. We'll scoop up what little we need to scoop. I think the jump was so small, I don't think we're gonna have to take on too much fuel there. This way it's got to be a little bit of fingers crossed here. Slight fingers crossed. Okay, yes, look at this water world. Ah, this theory is proving correct. This is good. I think this is the fastest I've ever found water worlds, and there is something down in that Earth-like region, although I seriously believe that that will be a rocky, and I think it'll be next to the G star. Right, now this one's 852, so this one should be terraformable. Yeah, that's ice body, unfortunately, but I've been half proven right by my silly theories, so that's always good news. And this one should most certainly be terraformable. There you go. Pays off again. Okay, so let's go have a look at this one. I was right. Well, it's whether the next one's right, to be honest with you. Now what I will do this time is, instead of doing the same thing of typing everything in, I'm actually going to mark some places based on the star type, because at the moment it's F stars that I'm looking at mainly. I think apparently Earth-likes drop more in G stars, but statistically, but I honestly feel that I've always had better luck with F-stars, but maybe that's just my brain cheating me a little bit, because I definitely think you get more water worlds with F-stars. I used to only jump F-stars a long time ago, and jumping into a system I used to be able to know if it, I don't know how the hell I did back then. I don't keep knowledge in my head. It keeps getting pushed out by adverts and stuff. I don't know what it is, but I used to be able to spot them straight off the bat when I jumped in, especially terraformable range and everything. And then I started actually using extra things to help me, and all that started muddying the water. Oh, yeah, okay. Should be able to use 6 or 7 probes. 7, okay. So 7, you can go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a bit low, so we'll go just a bit over. 5, 6. It's a bit under. 7.
Surface scanned by 50%.
This is probably going to scan it really easily. Get the, there we go.
Surface scan complete.
Okay, so we're going to go back to the galaxy map like I was saying before. So, I should have copied this. BLIE THAA ZE-A, and then we want D. Right, so this is probably going to take us back to the original one, which it did. And again, we'll take us back to this one. Then again, we've got one here, which, if I just quickly go there, is an F-star as well. So we're gonna, just for the moment, we're gonna get that one. This is an F-star as well, I think, by the looks of it. So we're gonna go that one. 4, if there's a 4, there is a 4. Now that isn't an F-star, that's an O-star, I think. So that one, if that's an O-star, it's doing it. It's not doing it correctly here. That's an F3. Oh, I've lost it now. There it is. That's an A-star. Sorry. So I think I'm going to give that a miss, just for the time being. This is a G-star. So if that's a G-star, which it is, it's a G8. I might just tag that for the purposes of my thoughts. Okay, so I think that's it. Those are the stars in this system that give me what I'm looking for. There's only that A1 that I'm not going to risk, although I might actually risk the A1 now, just to check it, just to see if it actually drops anything. Because if I do miss something and it was to drop something, it would be a bit of a waste of time, wouldn't it? So we should probably go here first. I think. You can never quite tell, to be honest. Yeah, I think we'll go here and then we'll go down and across. So this is 23 light years. I don't know why it's why it was having to work it out there, but so it's one jumper, this one. And yeah, this is an F-star, this one. So we'll see what drops in on it. And fingers crossed it's a good one. So we'll take on the small amount of fuel needed. Now, system scan complete, so we've not we've not got anything there, unfortunately. Nothing in that system. So we might hit a dud system every now and again. I'm not saying I wasn't saying we wouldn't. I'm surprised we've hit a dud system. Mind you, there is an M star in there, so just maybe in the future I'll delete that one. Where's the next one? We'll go here. If they're all in jumping range, actually, but I'll go here. Let me check the stars in this. So this is an F3 on its own. So let's see. I don't even know why I'm doing this. I should have just marked it and I could have made the jump automatically. So let's see. It's an F star as well, so let's see if we get anything inside this one. Okay, we'll do a quick scoop. Okay, 14. That's a good number for an F star. It's a good number of bodies. So let's see what we've got as we just pull away from it. Lock her up. But unfortunately they're gas giants, so it's going to be a lot of high metal content sitting around gas giants, so okay. Still doing better than my hit rate previously. I'm just gonna tag it and jump. We don't need to do any calculations because it's within a certain distance. So where's my pencil gone? We're in ZE at the moment, so that's one water world, one earth lake, one water world. Okay. I think this is the A star. Well, I don't think it, I know it. So, simply by its colour. So, and 13 bodies, again. It's one of the hotter stars. So, unfortunately, stuff might be burnt out a little bit here. Or is it actually? No, it's the brown dwarf star that normally burnt out, isn't it? Let's see what we've got. Oh! We have a water world. Okay, so A stars are worth jumping in on as well, not just F stars. In with this letter range. Wow. All we need is the distance is quite long, but for an A star, that might not be a bad distance. One of the reasons I don't normally drop into A stars is because the terraformable distance pushes out, so it is a candidate for terraforming. Wow. So we've got another water world. So this is by far and away proving more profitable as for expeditions' sake than any other way I've done it before, for sure. This is an unexplored area, and I'm pretty damn sure it's still unexplored. I can't imagine anybody else has tagged these. No, nobody's tagged this. These would all be first finds as well. First found, first mapped. Alright. Yep. Does it actually mean physically hold, not just so you're not like join? No. And we've still got one jump to make in the sequence. So it's interesting, and there's other combinations that I want to try within the sequence as well. So within the sequence, other sequences I want to try within the system. What would you call the group? I've forgotten the name of the like BLITHA. What would you call the group? Don't know exactly what you'd. I guess group, wouldn't it? Group systems. But it's a very, very good start. Very good start. At the moment, these are all on DMAS. I need to remember that it's all on DMAS. DMAS. It's really important. Hey Marshall, how are you doing? Sector, yes, I kind of knew that, Marshall, but thanks for correcting me, because I do need to be corrected every now and again. Hello Malcolm, how's it going? So, too fast. Getting too close here. We might have a problem mapping this one now. We've got 7 probes, so shouldn't be the end of the world. 2, 3. Ah, shit, that one was way too far over. 4, 5. I think I've even lost count. No. 6 and 7. So what we've done about 6 systems, and so far, no, 5 systems, and so far we've, on average, we've found a valuable planet in each one. Nice, very nice indeed. Okay, and this was in an A star. This was with an A star, so we'll knock that off. Delete that, and then we'll go to this last one, which is here, and this is a G star. A G star on its own. Oh, what's VAB8? I can't remember what VAB is. I should do. I mean, it's the main sequence star. So if we drop in and it's got 13, 12 to 12, 13, 14 bodies, I can cross my fingers. I mean, I've seen it with less, but that's normally, I remember, like, I used to hit places that had 14 bodies and I'd be getting excited. 28's too many. I don't think I've ever found an Earth-like world with 28 bodies. I really don't. Maybe a water world. But it seems one too many for me. Right, okay. Let's see what we've got. Yeah. When you get that 28, it's always gas giants. We've got a concentrated signal source. What's a concentrated signal source? Is that normally like a station or something? Because I'm out in the middle of bloody nowhere. Anybody remind me what a concentrated signal source is? Oh, nothing. There's nothing there, you fucking idiot. I'm sorry. I wasn't actually looking at. There was nothing there. I was just looking at the thing. Concentrated signal source. What a dial. Right. Okay. So we're done with that one at the moment. So what we're going to do is we're going to go the next step up. So we're going to go BLIETHAA. Next one is EG-Y, and again we're gonna try D, E, F, G. Let's try H. G, sorry. Let's see if we can find anything under this one with G. No. E. Oh, we've got E's. That might be neutron star. Can't tell because it won't lock onto it. Why won't it tell me what it is? Oh no, it's an A4. Right. Alright, okay. Well, it's interesting enough. It's something I should look out for. Now, this isn't a whole load of jumps away. Okay, so we've got an EO, but nothing else. Okay, so I'm not going to hang my hat on this one, but let's see. DE. Let's have a look at the Ds. Right, okay, so if this is a G star by the looks of it, yeah, it's a G. G1. It's not the brightest. No, it is the brightest. G1 is the brightest. Marshall will be able to correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I think G1 is the brightest. Okay, these look like they might be all G stars in this one. That's a G8, so that's not so bright. So I didn't write down what these water worlds and stuff were in, unfortunately. So I think I'm just going to have to tag these and just go around the doors a little bit, to be honest. That's an F star, or an A star. Might be an F, I think. F2. It's pretty bright. That's an F. Yeah, F6 and a K3. Alright. F6, I think, are ones where I've found good stuff before. That's an A star, I think. Oops. A6, F2. Oh, that's got a mixture. Okay, we'll have a look at that one. It's D4 at the moment. I think it's got to try and be a bit selective. I haven't been writing down the exact particulars of some stuff, so that's a G star. A K star. So no, I'm going to jump the K star and go to the next one. Okay, so there's a fair few in this one, which is nice. And an FO. So I'm going to tag that for the moment. That's an F as well. F8. Oh, crap, I didn't mean to do that. Well, I can tag it and then go back and go to the 0, because I know it's a 0. Luckily, because it starts at 0 then. Oh, there's a load in this string. Loads of them. F7. Okay, it's probably worth having a look at. I mean, these can run into the hundreds, that's the problem. I know. Okay, so those are all the systems under that one. So I'm going to plot it back to that D0. It's 153 light years, so it's probably 3 or 4 jumps. Tangent. What's tangent doing? Let's send a quick message. Tangent. Saying him, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Tangent used to come in at the very early days of me streaming. Very early days. Right, so 3 jumps, not 2. So I'm just going to jump through these because even if they look tasty, well, actually, if I hit an F star and it's got 14 planets, I'm having a look. Or 14 bodies, I'm having a look. But like K stars, bah, I'll jump straight through them. Just jump straight through them. Actually, that was a bright K star, that though. And luminosity as to whether it creates a system that can that is more habitable for alien life forms and stuff. I don't know, because I'm just not that into astronomy that much to know whether that's the prevailing theory or not. Marshall might know a bit more than me. Well, not just Marshall. Any of you probably know a little bit more than me in that sense. Kind of. I'm going to be honest with you, I'm just going through presets that have paid off for me before in finding water worlds, Earth-like worlds, or huge numbers of high metal contents, and then I'm going through I don't know if it's a larger class of stars or the ones that have more mass. Again, because I'm not into astronomy as such. I don't really know, but I'm trying to find systems that hold a bit enough, the weight that should be enough to have Earth-like worlds and stuff inside of them. Because it always seems like the Earth-like worlds, the water worlds, and everything, you'll find the odd crazy system that throws up, I don't know, a ringed neutron with three terraformable Earth-likes and a water world. Do you know what I mean? But all the others that going back in memory, always seem to drop in on F stars that have around 14 bodies. Can be as high as 17, but I don't know if I've ever found it when there's like 20 odd in. As soon as I see the number 20, I always just think, just gas giants everywhere. And I realise that's probably not 100%. It's probably better than nothing when it comes down to it. So, but it's been paying off so far, and it looks like it's paying off again. So we've just gone straight into a new subset on the first one, and we've got a water world and an ammonia world, but 1159 F star. That's going to be close as to whether it's terraformable. The ammonia world, that's pretty far, but aren't they automatically? I can't remember if they're automatically terraformable. Oh, we're doing well here. This is good. This is exciting stuff. One of my theories is actually starting to pay off. Either that or I'm being super lucky. Maybe the RNG's just thrown me a bone because I haven't logged onto this account for so long. So that's not terraformable. Like I said, the ammonia world, I can't remember if it's automatic or not. Let's see. 6 and 2 3s, isn't it? We'll go with 3 before the 4. Let's have a look. Yeah, I'm specifically aiming for Earth-likes and water worlds, ammonia Earth-likes and water worlds is the ones I'm aiming for. Because I've said it before, under the new system, if you're just doing it for money, which I'm not on this account, then high metal contents can be incredibly profitable. I've had a couple worth a lot of money, but so we've got, in this one, we've got one water. I'm gonna have to remember. I need a better system than what I've got written down in front of me now. I've got the video to go back on, actually. Come to think of it, I can come back and look at the video later. See whether I write a few extra bits and bobs down. So this is the water world. We can pull out there. Okay, so we get 6 probes on this one. Oh, it's missed, hasn't it, you fucking bastard. 1, I think it's missed. 2, 3. Hopefully I'll still get it with the others, but I think that one's missed.
Surface scanned by 50%.
I might get it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get it. The last probe hasn't even hit yet.
Surface
Okay, there we go. So that's the water world done. And now we'll go further. The poop world. Yeah, I mean, like I said, Marshall, I don't think it's that they don't show up in certain systems. But what I was originally looking for is kind of the sweet spot of hitting the valuable planets. You know, definitely. I mean, I was looking at one system earlier, which I have noted, which only had high metal contents in the system, and it had lots and lots and lots of them. So I mean, if you go and deep surface scan those, it's going to bring in a lot of money. But again, not doing this for profit on the Zoomski account. I just wanted to try and play around with ideas on this account and maybe use do a little bit more exploration of specific things. So if I'm looking to find one thing, then I know kind of what I'm doing to find it, not have it be so much of a lottery. Like I was saying earlier, that statistically most of the Earthlights drop in G-stars, but G-stars also drop a load of crap, a lot of crap. And for me, just I've kind of gone cold on G-stars now. But also in the past, having purely searched only F-stars doesn't seem to just pay off either. Like I said, it seems to be this density or weight of the system that helps, and that's kind of what I'm trying to test out really tonight, to see if actually if it is that I use words like density and weight. I can't remember what the actual the technical word for it would be, but it means that there's not too much in the system, and there's not like black holes or anything adding extra weight to the system. Way too fast. Okay, so poop world. I haven't found a poop world in a long time. Quite interesting finding one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I've got 1 ammonia world. So technically, I think I've probably made about 2, 7, probably about 10, maybe 10, 12 million credits. But the new system, I don't know exactly what the payoff is for some things. I've had some planets, especially first discoveries, pay off ridiculous amounts. Okay, so let's find our first. So they're all in little groups, which is nice. So we'll go here. These are all one jumpers as well, which is good, because it makes makes the whole thing a little bit faster. This is a G star. I think it was on its own, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to check in on this one. Because if it's on its own, it has a bit of density. It means there might be a fair few planets in there, but I've said before, G stars, gas giants. Always seems to be a lot of gas giants and stuff sat in there, so we'll see. See if it brings up a nice number. 14. That's the number I'm always looking for. But it is a bit of a lottery, we'll see. We'll see what we get. This is EGY, isn't it? EGY, I think. Yeah, EGY. Yeah, so this has got whoa, it's mainly icy bodies. Wow. There's a couple of metal rich bodies. Metal rich is valuable now as well, actually. But again, this is a G star, it's not an F star, so I wasn't sure if it would actually, if it would pay off in any way. It's 28 light years, so we'll make that jump. This is an A star. Now this A star actually paid off last time we jumped into one, so fingers crossed. I think it was the A star last time that did it give a water world and an earth? No, it gave a water world, I think. Right, so there's 15 bodies in here. Let's just move away. 3 of them are stars by the looks of it. If is that 3 stars right next to each other as well? No, they look like they're a bit of a distance. Okay, so it's all high metal contents. But what I'm going to do in high metal contents is I am going to do the base scan, because regardless, it's going to give you some. It's going to give you some money for doing that base scan. And this is all high metal content, so just need to. It was on a D, wasn't it? So we'll do all that. Oh wow. I think there's 3 different orbital things here. There we go. Look. So wow, loads of them in here. So this would be a valuable system, and especially if I was looking to find stuff for synthesis, I'm sure this would be. Probably a half decent place to find some stuff. So okay, let's go on to the next one. So that's one dud system and a semi-dud system. I'm gonna say semi-dud because it wasn't. Oh, I didn't see that one there. Is that higher or lower? It's lower. We're gonna go to this one first. Okay. Yeah, so I know, like, G systems, generally you don't find a lot of H systems. You can find them, but they're quite rare. The G, I think, throws up some pretty weird looking systems. And so I wanted to go down through the letters to kind of see what type of star, be it an F star, whatever, and then that kind of the mass of the system, whether that affects, and it kind of seems, it does seem to. Oh, what am I doing? Why did I do that? $14, but again, high metal contents. But you know what? Yeah, I mean, if it's all high metal content, and you're an explorer, somebody who's doing it for money, this is all easy money. And you know, if you wanted to go and we'll have a look actually in the system map in a second, just to talk about one aspect of this. Let's just look at how many there are. I mean, each one of these is worth, I think, 250,000 standalone, if I do remember rightly. And just being able to spin through and do it so quickly. Well, I mean, there's a ridiculous amount in here. Ridiculous amount. I'm still finding them. That one is a rocky world, I think. No, it still came up as high metal content. So every last one of them, there's one hiding somewhere. I don't know if it's hiding in another. Oh, it's here. Yeah, it was. I think this is a rocky world. Yeah, one rocky world. Yeah, Adrian. So, whoop, wrong button. So if we just have a quick look at the system map here, and go to map, not worry. Hey, look at this. This is ridiculous. We've got. Okay, so this is where they start being terraformable. Oh, that's not terraformable. That's strange. Alright, so you've only got one terraformable, but just look at all that. That's all money. Yeah, I think I'm going to start doing that. Those are the first ones I look at, Marshall, because I am trying to find odd systems. But what I'm trying with this current thing is to find more systems with water worlds and earth lights in them, because it's kind of been the thing I've been trying to do for a long time. I never quite got my head around exactly what to look for, and I know there's no perfect system, because then it'd be too easy to make the money. But this looks like a good way of, if you're just wanting to make a bit of money, this is a good way of going out and finding stuff for sure. I've hit very few systems with gas giants in them. Those are the ones that kind of are a bit of a pain in the backside. Unless you find a water giant. Whoop whoop. They're quite nice. Right, this is not an F star. This is a G star, I think. 13 bodies, not so bad. I think it's a G star. Must be. Oh, it is an F star. Seems a bit yellow. A bit too yellow, I mean. And without a second sun. Way! We have a water world. Just tag that one down. Water world. We got some rocky worlds as well. Oh, this one. Ah, it's hidden just behind the sun, so I can't quite get to it. Close. So we need to just get a little bit further away, unfortunately. Maybe if I angle myself slightly as well. Right, let's try that again. Sorry, I'll try not to. There it is. 3,400. I don't think that's going to be terraformable somehow. Could be, but I doubt it. We've got a rocky ice world. Yeah, so there's a 1 in 10 chance that that could be a... No, there wasn't, because it wasn't quite on the Earth-like world spectrum, was it? But, and then some high metal contents. I don't think that one's terraformable. But again, with the new system, deep surface scans, they don't have to be terraformable to be worth money. I've had a non-terraformable water world pay off 2.5 million, I think it was, before. No, but the thing is, Marshall, I've been streaming for a little over an hour, actually looking in these systems, and so far I've found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 water worlds, an Earth-like world, and an ammonia world, which is a higher hit rate than I've had ever, I think. But yeah, it's not something I'm putting my hat on yet. And definitely, the interesting part of this at the moment is I'm not hitting those gas giants, the ones with gas giants, the ones with yeah, gas giants, because they're the ones that throw up like a ton of stuff that you don't need to scan, or there's no point in scanning. At least this current waste seems to be throwing a lot of high metal contents, a lot of water worlds, and the odd ammonia and Earth-like, so... But yeah, I'm going to use different codes to try and find other stuff as well. So, okay, so this one's complete dud. So, like I said, this doesn't happen. This hasn't happened too often on this. This was an F7, I do believe. Ah, now F7. This is another thing I need to look into. F7 is low on the luminosity, and I'm not sure if that affects it as well. I remember looking at that F7 saying there was an F7, there was an F8, and I was thinking there's probably bugger all in those places. I'll show you in a moment where I am actually, Julie. I've come a bit back over now. Not a huge amount. But I'll show you. I'll show you in a second. I'll just line myself up and do the scan. 17 isn't bad. I am kind of out here. This is my second account though. This is a Zoomski Expedition account. So this isn't the one I've been doing all the combat and everything on. This is my old account. So not ridiculously far out. Okay, so again, a lot of bodies, but the majority of them are high metal content, which is good if you're just doing it for money, you're gonna find a lot. So I definitely think I might make a video about this, because I am hitting systems that are for somebody who's doing it for cash money. These are all... I'm hitting better systems here than I ever have, just jumping using F-stars, or just I don't know why I just did that. Just jumping using G-stars or whatever. Definitely seems to have a huge effect on it. So we're jumping to one last F-star. This might have been that F8 that I was worried about. I mean, there's definitely, like you're saying there's definitely Earth-lights and water worlds and stuff in A-class stars and stuff, definitely. The only thing that puts me off is the distance to get to them, to map them. Because the habitable zone gets pushed right out. That's why F-stars are just so beautiful for it, because they're in a perfect position. Oh, this is a long jump. We're not going to have an error here, are we? We might get kicked out here, folks. Get off. Get down. We might be getting kicked. There isn't a server shutdown or anything, is there? I don't think the computer's going to go down. But this is the longest jump in the history of jumps. Maybe the Thargoids are trying to pull me out of hyperspace from somewhere a long way away. Right, and this one... 6. Ah. So let's see what this gives us. So we've got 6 here. Oh really? It's doing it a lot. Oh, we got an Earth-like. Wow. This is definitely... Oh no, it's a rocky ice world, you bastard. There is another. Oh, I got really excited there. There is another. So you never know. You never know. Don't do it to me. Oh, you fucking bastard. Oh, there's another, but that's... If 2 of them are rocky ice worlds, the next one's going to be a rocky ice world. Oh, you horrible bastard. Let's tag that. That's why we're here. Look at that. Oh, now it's in rocky ice world. It wasn't before. It's in Earth-like world. It's scummy scumbag. Oh, way! We've done it. We got an Earth-like. So yeah, listen, this is working. I've never found 2 Earth-like worlds in less than an hour. It's never happened. Never happened. I'm sure of it. I'm more than sure of it. Especially with the ammonia world, because the ammonia is kind of, to me, they count as like an Earth-like world as well. It's a little bit of a way out. Has got terraformable high metal content near it, which makes it more interesting as well. None of these have been discovered, by the way, as well, so... I don't actually know why I'm mapping some of these, because if I do decide to go back to the bubble to get this ship kitted out in a better way, then I'm probably not going to jump my way there. I'll probably destroy the ship and just end up close to the bubble. It's a big decision because I have got a lot of exploration data on this, a lot. Don't know exactly how much, but there's a fair bit. I have actually. I've previously found binary Earth-like, but I think they were already discovered, unfortunately. I found a ringed neutron once as well, with an Earth-like. It was a long time ago, that though. I don't know if that was on stream either. I think that might have been before I streamed. I think the nearest decent station's a mile. It's miles away, Julie. I mean, seriously. God knows how far away it is. I remember it took an awful long time to get out here. It took a few streams. I could probably neutron jump it back. I've got an AFMU on board. But I'd definitely like to look at this build a little bit. And maybe even get a different paint job. Because I'm not a big fan of the job I've got on it at the moment. Right, we've got 7, so we'll be alright here. 1, 2... Come on. 3, 4... 5, 6, and 7. Okay. So that feels really good. All these systems. I think there's a couple where I haven't actually jotted down what I've got. But this is definitely paying off. More so than any other idea I've had in my entire life. So, oh, and we've got one more to go. This is quite a long way away though, so I just want to check that I haven't been there and just not unchecked it or something. So a quick look. I've been here, haven't I? At least I think I've been here. Yeah, I must have. There's nothing. Why is there nothing else there? Have I been here on a pass-through or something? That's really strange. That I must have been there. Okay. Right, let's have a look at the next one. This is... Actually, this is the one with neon lights on it, not even paint, to be honest. I'm not investing in any more things actually, because I did a lot on this account and I can't bloody use half of it. 1 second, BLIETHAA, and then next up we're going to try FG-YD. Now we will, that's actually quite close by, we will try H. There's no H. Yeah. We'll try G. There's no G's. We'll try an F. There's always E's. Always E's. And it's only one. So let's see what that one is. It's a B star. So I don't think I'm gonna go for that one. Is there another? No, there's always seems to be one E and no more. So we're going back to the D's. Okay, so we got an F9. Now there's a mixture in here. So my expectation is we're going to travel there. My expectations aren't high for that system if there's a load of other stuff in there. So let's just have a look at the others. We've got an F star here. Again, this has got K's and stuff, so my expectation isn't too high because that's probably what's taking the mass up. That might be an okay one. Might be. It's better if there's nothing else in there. That's an A9, but it's on its own, so it might have something inside. But A9 would be really... what have we got here? That would be really... wouldn't be very bright. F2's bright. And there's nothing else there, so that might actually be a good one. That's a G star, no, a K star, so now I'm going to give that an automatic miss. Let's see what that one is. It's an F with a G3, that could actually be a good one. Sometimes when you get an F and a G together, that normally throws something in there. As long as it's not around the G star and you have to travel too far of a distance. Don't like doing that. So that is... what is that? A B, A star. A with a K. A with a K and an M. For the purpose of the experiment, I'm going to do a few places that I would normally miss out. Stuff with like an extra... wait, no. Stuff with an extra... I think I'm going to have to go through that whole sequence again now. So 1, 2... I think it was on the 8 or the 9. 4, 5... 6, 7. It was only 8. Okay, so there's 8 in this one, and that one I can't remember. That one might be a good one. F3 on its own. Okay, so let's go to the main one. That's going to be 2 jumps, 2 or 3 jumps. I might be Julie. That'll be a different stream or a different thought process.
4, 3, 2.
At the moment, I'm literally just looking at how Earthlights and Water Worlds are dropping in on particular mass systems, and what I was thinking is happening. So, I'm going after a certain mass and particular stars, and it seems to be throwing up quite a lot. So this is more for future endeavors. Even with the other account, if I then go to Colonia, along the way I'd be stopping and looking at what I can pick up in terms of value, basically, to pay for the trip and whatnot, especially if I'm transporting some people. I haven't even started looking into how to find biological stuff yet properly, but I will. So this is the target system, but I think I said I didn't want to stop in this one, but I thought because it was the first in the sequence I would. So it says 6 bodies, 4 of them are suns, so I'm not holding out any hope in this one. And yeah, there's a high metal content in there, probably 1 or 2. So let's go to the galaxy map and see which ones we actually... oh cripes, that one's like out of the way. I might have to miss that one out altogether with it being all the way up there. But let's try the D4 here. Yeah, and isn't it if you're close to a nebula as well, there's a good chance that biological's been thrown up. Right, so this is an F star. I'll throw some gang signs just to hope that I hit something. Alright Jess, thanks for joining in, good to see you. Don't crash that hog. Right, we've got 7 bodies, only 1 star by the looks of it, so that's not a bad thing. It's not good, I'm going to be honest with you. It's 7 bodies. Can't remember what luminosity this one was either. Do you know if the luminosity has an effect, Marshall? Like, as in heat-wise, or whether it can... yeah, we've got nothing. It's just high metal content. Well, again, I say just high metal content. If you are just doing it for the money, swiping these bad boys up as you go is not a bad way of making a couple of quid here and there, especially when it's like that. I think they're worth about 250 grand each, so I mean it's in these DMAS systems, there does seem to be a lot of them. So, and that must be an icy body. I'm gonna double check it. It's nowhere near Earth-like, is it? No, it's way off Earth-like, so definitely a rocky body. I don't know who I'm kidding. But I thought I'd just do it just to get the system. Okay, so let's check that one. I wanted to check the luminosity on that one. F2. Ah, that's bright. I would have expected something in there, but as I said, and as I've said before, hitting one full of high metal contents and no gas giants, it's not bad. Not bad at all. You'll still make a couple of quid from them, and if you check them to see which ones are terraformable and you do a deep surface scan, those will definitely be worth a couple of quid. Definitely. Definitely worth a pretty penny. I think the highest I've got for high metal content is 1.8 so far. Oh, we got 14, there you go. I knew I wasn't going mad when I originally said the number 14. Seems to be a good number. There are 2 stars in this system though, but I don't know what the other one is. I think the other one's it's K or a G. K or a G. Oh, that's a rocky. Unfortunately. Adrian! But there are a few high metal contents. It's riding on Earth-like territory. It might be if I was supremely lucky. Oh, but if it's next to the K-star, absolutely not. If it's next to the K-star, it's because that's definitely K, isn't it? Oh, it's an M. It's not even a K. So this is, if I can get my hands on it, it's an icy body for sure next to an M. Yeah, okay. So we'll move on. I think that was the one that I was... Let me double check it. Yeah, I didn't feel that one was too favourable when I originally looked at it. Let's have a look at this one. It's an F1 with a G3. This one I had some hopes for when I first saw it. So let's see if it pays off. Just have to hope that G isn't nicking too much of the... stealing too much of the limelight. Let's see what we've got. Fingers crossed. 20 bodies. 2 stars. That isn't bad. Like I said, just gotta hope that that G isn't nicking all the limelight, because it's over there. I can see it in the distance, and God knows what distance that is. It's too far. Oh, and it's all high metal contents and an asteroid belt. But again, if you're just doing it for the money, this is distance scanning. You can... Oh, look at it all. Like, every one of these is going to net you small amounts. And every little helps. I don't even know why I'm scanning this, because if I do make that... blow myself up going to get back to the bubble, I'm going to regret it. But at the moment I'm gonna take what I can, where I can, when I can. No, don't keep bloody zooming in on it. I'm not even looking to see if they have anything on board, and there's still a ton to find. Still a ton to find. How many have we scanned? Got a high metal content orbiting a high metal content there. This is ridiculous. This isn't even going down. This system is incredibly valuable, and I'm going to check the map when I there we go. Finally got around to doing it. We don't need to scan the asteroid belt. That was a ridiculous amount of high metal content. Look at them all. Now, admittedly, these probably aren't terraformable. Any of these, I don't think. No. Oh, hang on. There's one terraformable on the G star. On the F star, one as well. It's only 1,200 light seconds. It's not that far off, but that's going to net some money. If that's what you're after. So I was hopeful there, but I think just... Okay, this one... Oh, I didn't check what it was. Never mind. So this is the FG... this is the FG preset, which... not having as much luck as I did in the ZE and EG. And the EG one's one I want to concentrate on, because I know I've had success from that before, actually. So it's one I want to look at the highlight for the future as well. Oh! Wow, dud system. Okay. Was there anything about that before looking at it that would have thrown me off? Ah, it was an F8, okay. F8, yeah, so really low luminosity. So I wasn't expecting a whole load from that one. This one's an A star, and this is A9, so this one I'm not expecting anything from either. Probably give me an Earthlight now, but in all seriousness, A9, I'm not expecting anything from this. I think it's just going to be too dull. Doesn't look dull from a distance. Actually, that looks overly bright. So am I mixing up the luminosity thing? No, it isn't. Now it's kind of died off. Yes, there's only 8 bodies in it, which doesn't set the world alight in my eyes. But I'm always here to be proved wrong. If it's for a good reason, I don't mind being proved wrong by the game. Let's see. Right, still a bit too close actually. Right, let's have a quick look. Yeah, so we've got rocky body. Still some high metal contents in there, and a metal rich body, which is probably why the system has the mass it does. I'm going to be honest with you. Oh no, it turned out to be high metal content actually. Bit strange. But again, if you just do the base scan on these, and then you find out if there's a couple, you know, that are terraformable next to each other, probably worth the visit. I think you're going to end up making a pretty penny off the system doing it that way. I think there's one more somewhere. There he is. And the other one's a rocky body. That's my favourite colour of high metal content, by the way. I don't know if the colour has any significance of what drops on the surface. Does anybody know about that? Surface prospecting them? Well, let's see what this one is. This is an F3. Alright, so I've got some hopes for this one. Let's see what we get. But this sequence so far, FGY, has thrown nothing up. Nothing at all. In terms of water worlds or earth likes or whatever, so... the first two did. This hasn't thrown anything up, so this... I'm guessing this means like this sequence is a dud for these types of planets, which is fine. Again, this is a little bit of an experiment. And it's not a dud system, but it's not going to have much in it. I think it's going to have one high metal content. So I'd rather go through it and find nothing and know in the future that this combination just doesn't throw anything decent up. We've got a gas giant. I think that's the first system with a gas giant I've hit. Just interesting. Must be a big gas giant. Okay, we got the D7 here. Again, it's only 16. Whoa, they're really close together, those stars. What's that one? I don't think I've seen separate systems. Or is it? Maybe it's not a separate system because I can't click on that one. Well, that's a K, so it must be a separate system. I don't know. It's really strange. It only shows the main sequence star on the map, doesn't it? Don't forget to leave a like, people, if you're enjoying the stream. It does help. If you tune into the stream for the first time and you've never seen me before and you enjoy the stream, do click that like button and subscribe button. Sorry, I'm not as chirpy as I normally am tonight, but I'm a little bit tired this week. I'm sick of looking at computer, trying to get it to stream properly or work properly. Right, we got nothing in here. Or did I just not scan it? Did it really say system scan complete? Yep, okay. So, I'm not even gonna jump to that other one. I'm not gonna bother because there's gonna be nothing in it because this letter sequence doesn't give anything. So now what I want to do is I want to go to the next one. So this will be CL. So THAA and CL-Y and then D. So this will take us to D0. Again, there's an F star. It's pretty close by, that one, actually. It's only 143 light years. Then the next one in... oh, it's the only... oh, no, it's not the only D. Okay, we got more. So I'm going to start trying to work out a little bit more from these. So F8, I'm going to skip it, because I'm assuming that the luminosity is going to mess it up anyway. F7 with a K9, I'm probably going to skip that one as well. That one looks like an A star to A6. Yeah, probably not even worth it either. F8, these all seem really low luminosity actually. So I don't know whether I should actually go through them just in case. If they're all like a low luminosity, that's obviously something to do with the... Okay, so that's... what is that? What luminosity was that? Oh, it was F9, so no, that's not going to be... let's see what we've got in if there's an E system. There is. And that is a B star. Doesn't seem too interesting. I might tag it and just have a quick look at it. So that's E. Let's see if we can get F. There's no Fs. FG. I'm guessing there's no G. If there's no G, there's normally not even an H. Oh crap. I have to type it in again. Don't do that to me. Alright, okay. Yeah, and I think the more stars there are, but the part I'm not sure about, Marshall, is the luminosity, if it actually counts, or whether there's something else I should be looking at that might make it count. But so far, I have been going by luminosity, and it seems to be working alright. G, H? No. Was there a G? I'm guessing there's not a G in there. No. So, G, and there was an E. Oh, I didn't try F, did I? Did I try F? I must have. And there's nothing. Okay, so we've only really got a couple to try here. One of them's next door. Oh, actually, no, it's not next door. That cannot be 143. That's not 143 light years, is it? Seems an awful lot. Right, we jump into an F star. It wasn't the ones I was looking for. Right. Is there a way of finding out how hot the sun is? Do you know? I was just looking at the Elite Wiki earlier. I haven't got it open now because I'm trying to save power on the computer. But I was looking on the Elite Wiki earlier for the but I think I only looked at luminosity. I wasn't looking at anything to do with heat, because obviously the heat's important as well. Let's see. So it's only got 2 bodies in this one, but this is only on the run. So I'm not gonna stop and look at this one. We're at K star next. All right. So the higher the luminosity. Okay. Okay. But also the luminosity counts for not just the habitable zone, but whether you're actually going to find habitable systems in. So if I'm remembering right, like an F8, F9 is probably not going to have water worlds with life form or Earth-likes. I'm pretty sure. I don't think I've found Earth-like. Unfortunately, I used to use a really good thing that connected to my Elite account. I can't bloody remember the name now, and it logged every single star you went in and all the data, and you used to be able to pull it up by specific data types. And it's dead now, that program. I can't for the bloody life remember what its name is because I've deleted it off myself now. And it had a really good website. You used to log into a website like you do within Ara, and it told you like even told you like your, for example, it might say this star is the 4th largest currently known, or the hottest currently known. Like it was like you hold the record of it. And you used to be able to pull up all your things by Earth likes, high metal content. And unfortunately the website went down, so I've never been able to fully look up my past data, which is unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. So, give me a second. I'll just pull away from the sun here because I wanted to see exactly what this one was. This was an F star, and it is... doesn't tell me. An F and K star. Anyway, and it doesn't tell me on that one what the luminosity is. Or it does, and I'm just completely missing it. Oh, come on. So it's an F9, so lower luminosity. So prove me wrong. No, you didn't, did you? See, there's some high metal contents, but there's a lot of icy and rock bodies, which tells me that what I was saying before sounds about right. If it's low luminosity, it's gonna not. Right, so we'll look. Knock that off. Oh wow, there's a really big difference between these places actually. Right, and this is BO, so I think this is the hottest type of B star. So I don't know how many jumps this is. 3? 4. So there's a big difference in this one. There's CLY and there's DLY. I've still got to go through AAA, BAA, and YEA, I think, yet. And then after that, after I've done this part, I won't be able to do this in one stream, but after I've done this part, then I'll jump to another oh crap, Marshall said the word, hang on. Another sector. I didn't even look it up, I remembered it. I'll jump to another sector and replay the high value, the ones that have shown high value so far, and hopefully repeat it, and then I'll know that that is the way to go about it. This is not the target system, is it? Have I got 2 jumps or 1 jump? 2 jumps. I've got to write less like a doctor as well when I'm doing this, because otherwise I'm going to start losing information. I have the worst draft hand in the world, seriously. The worst draft hand in the world. I'm just going to have a pit stop and check this system because of the fact that it threw up a nice number. I don't know if it was an F star, but no, there's nothing in here of value. to me at the moment. So, right now this is an E system. Don't forget, this isn't a D system that I'm normally looking at. This is much heavier. Well, much heavier. It's a little bit heavier, but we'll see. That is bright. Even now, it's got an almost neon look to it, which is good. So, did I scan it? One body? Might just be too big, too bright. That sun on its own is rocking. It's rocking the area by the looks of it. Yeah, there's bugger all else in there. Okay, at least we know. That was a crappy E system. But I thought I'd drop in and just have a look at it anyway, because I hadn't hit an E system in a while. But okay, so this is D6. And it's an F2. So this F2, I've got some aspirations for this, although it is a long, long way. 900 light years, bloody hell. It's a big... I don't know how far that is in terms of jumps. I know it's a lot. 17? Are you kidding me? Bloody hell. We're halfway back to the bubble. Alright, okay, yeah, so that's what I thought, Marshall. I was just making sure that I didn't have it the wrong way around. But yeah, so the cooler the star, the more chance it's got of rocky ice worlds and whatnot, so. But I haven't been writing down, unfortunately, what what number the star was. Stupidly, because I might be able to wear it down on that again, but I can do that on the second pass. Actually, I'm gonna do that on the second pass. So I hope this has one thing in the system. So you've got to make 17 jumps worth it, haven't you? Haven't you? Okay, metal rich and icy body. So let's make the jump. Yeah, that's why I don't like A and B stars, because you might have to travel a pretty fair distance if it does toss up an Earth like. 9 isn't bad in this one, but this isn't and that's the main reason I stopped doing like B and A, is because when they do throw stuff up, they can be a ridiculous distance for the terraformables. The F stars just seem like a nice position to be in. The G stars, K stars, a little bit closer. But to be honest, I don't know if I've ever had an Earthlight drop on a K. And if they have dropped on a G, I don't think I've had the best luck with them. Well, I was looking at the Elite Dangerous wiki earlier, actually. But when I say looking, I mean scanning. I had an hour before I went live, and I was trying to go through some old notes, which didn't make any sense. So I brought up the Elite Wiki, started going through that, and that's what brought me here. But it's okay. So this is going to be rocky. Yeah. Okay. So I've still got a fair few, just 14 jumps. I should really quick jump this because we'll be here till tomorrow. If I stop and oh, you're talking actual stellar classification on oh, I just checked out the Elite Wiki. Because it does have it on the Elite Wiki as well. Explains a little bit of it.
System scan complete. Fuel scooping.
Oh, do you know what I think on stupidly? I think I've 1 second. I think on Twitch I'm still marked down as playing the Division. Oh, dagnammit.
Frameshift drive charging.
Now, if anybody's joined in and wondering what is the Zoomski expedition, Zoomski was an old pilot friend of mine, another elite dangerous player, who unfortunately passed away last year. That does not shock me at all, Marshall. Doesn't shock me at all. Zoomski passed away. Zoomski was somebody who very much helped me with a lot of the lore of the game, because he kind of knew Elite Dangerous a bit more inside out. He took me on a couple of tours of places in the bubble just to get me orientated on various aspects, and he used to run a stream himself, but he also used to kind of help me with putting stuff together for my stream, or at least giving me pointers when I didn't know the answers to stuff. He'd always seem to point me in the right direction. Like I said, he disappeared for a while, and then we got the sad news that he passed away. So I said that this account was always going to stay out in the black and was never going to go back to the bubble, but I don't think this ship does him justice, in all honesty, and I want, especially when the new system comes out, the code upgrade, I think the game's going to change vastly, and it's going to be very much an explorer, trader, combateer's delight. I really do. I don't like the way they're going about it, but I guess needs must, and they're doing it the way they're doing it. So in the short term, we're not going to have a ton of content and stuff. We're just going to have to wait. But so yeah, this expedition's being done in the name of Zoomski, and it's just that he didn't really like going exploring too much, and so I just thought, well, you know what, I'll do what I can, and I'll tag as much as I can in his name. It's one of the reasons why I'm a bit dubious about blowing the ship up and going back to the bubble, because although I want to do things to the ship and get it changed and kitted out in a better way, I think I should just put the work in and go back to the bubble, really, because there's too many systems I've tagged, and I've got my name on a few bits and bobs. So in fact, I don't know if I'm travelling back towards the bubble now. I might be. I know I've gone across the border of this sector because I've seen it pop up when I've border jumped. Still got 10 jumps, bloody hell. Come on, let's do this. Let's get to this system. Can't believe you ate nearly 1 million light seconds. But Marshall, you're a pure explorer, and you enjoy doing that, and you shouldn't really laugh at it, because most people won't do it, so, you know. You can at least watch a full season of The Expanse while you're getting there. To tag that rocky ice world. At least you know somebody's going to drop in system and go, who the fuck went to tag that? Oh, am I? I could always go to the centre, but no, I think that I probably am travelling in the wrong direction now.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Oh, to map your ice world. Oof.
Redshift drive charging.
Mind you, with the assist now, you could just leave your computer for an hour. You come back, it's going to be in orbit of the planet anyway, and then you just pull away a little bit, come back and scan it, don't you? It's not as hardcore as it used to be. Although I do like the new system. I don't like the thing that people were pissing and moaning, and now that they've changed the probability and stuff like that. Cheers, bemoaners.
Fuel scooping.
But I was the minority who actually liked the fact that you only had to wait a couple of seconds for it to do the scan, and you got details about whether there were geological stuff and whatnot on there, but there's always going to be some moaning pissant who gets stuff changed. Always. Still a few people playing Elite. It's definitely not as popular as it used to be, but there's still the odd person playing it. Dave and Jess have moved on to what was it? No Man's Sky? Having that conversation about No Man's Sky earlier on. You disgust me. Might as well be talking about Star Cities. Why does it look like I've got shitty on the desktop from a distance? That's not good.
Redshift drive charging.
Okay, how many jumps? Come on, please. I've been talking long enough. God, we haven't even done half of them. Come on. This countdown sequence is too damn high. Oh, Tangent didn't say hello back, did he? How rude. Is he still playing? Yeah, he's in solo. Why hasn't he said hello back?
Fuel scooping.
I'm glad he's getting back into it. I love how people go away from this game, they forget how much of a grind it is, and then they come back and within 2 weeks they're like, oh, I remember why I left now. Why the hell did I come back? Right, that's
Redshift drive charging.
No, but now it's changed, hasn't it? Now it lies to you. The system sometimes tells you there's the possibility of something, and when you get there, there's fuck all there. Oh, the new system I loved. The one where it just went 7 seconds and it would say, bam, biological or geological. But people were moaning that that made it too easy and it was unrealistic, so they changed it. And now they've got a system in there that can, every now and again, it'll tell you there's volcanism or whatever, and when you get there, there isn't. Which in my eyes is sickening. But oh wow, that was a big sun.
Frameshift drive charging.
I was scared to press the hyper jump button there. I've seen it in somebody's stream where they've gone out to it. I think F did say it was a very low chance that it wouldn't be true, or it might misreport something. But I think it takes longer now for the base scan as well, actually, or it feels like the base scan takes longer. Why have I got to get out? The cat trying to get inside the computer. It's hot in there. I'm gonna go for a lie down, mate. So, how many have we got? 3? Yeah, 3. Touch wood. Almost there, students. Children. Students. Let's look what that is.
4, 3, 2.
So.
Fuel scooping. System scan complete.
Oh, for God's sake. I've still got to do... I've still got a ton of stuff to... Well, it's an ongoing process. But those first 2 systems types that I checked, I'm really surprised at how well they paid off.
Drive charging.
Even if I just go from sector to sector and search those, I think I'm going to have a lot of luck. Get out of the computer, you dickhead. This is why my streams go down. Halfway through. Because a cat thinks it's completely acceptable to walk inside electrical equipment.
Fuel scooping.
At least if he electrocutes himself, I can afford a new graphics card.
Complete.
What? It's true? Yeah, the thing is, he's already got a fire he sits on top of. Faces. He likes faces. I never shaved him. You couldn't shave him, Eldscar. Actually, him you might. You'd never know. I wish I could shave him. One of them's wild. You couldn't. If you tried to shave her, she'd have your face off. Like that scene out of Aliens. See, we're not all as professional as you, Marshall. I've still never got used to the system noises myself. Water, because you were the one who told me to look out for them. Water giants, I can tell straight away by listening to it, but you can spot them as well. Oh, I've been here. What are the chances of that? Why would I have been here before? That is mental. I can't believe I honestly can't believe I'm back in a system I've already been in. That is crazy. The way I'm playing here, there's no... hang on. There's no... I didn't even notice it when I originally set it, but there's no way I should be passing a system I've already been to. Or is that... oh, do you know what it is? You fucking idiot. KB. Oh. Oh, what have I just done? No. Where am I? I'm here. Right, so I was going back towards the bubble, I think, but why the hell am I here? Why am I in KBO? Shouldn't be in KBO. I've done something wrong, folks. I've pressed the wrong button or something. Oh, that was good. That was good. Because I'm not even going there. I'm going to either CLY. It's going to be in the... if this is in the other direction, I'm going to be so angry. What the fuck have I done here? I've just gone 14 jumps. And I don't know why. CL dash Y. Oh, look at how far it is in the other fucking direction. Are you kidding me? At least it's gone back towards the bubble. Oh, for God's sake. And then we want to go D, don't we? Actually, the D might be closer. It is. Slightly. Slightly. It's a long way. That is a long, long way. What is it? Let's have a quick look. Hang on, this is... I've been here. Right, okay, hang on. Before I totally start effing this up, I've been here. Okay, let's go to the next one. Ooh. Apparently I haven't been here. So have I jumped somewhere and then gone a stupid distance? Hang on. Aces, let's not... I would have jumped that. I might be going over old water here, that's my water pit. This might be what it is. Let's just check that. A8, so I would have probably jumped that. That's an F9, I would have... I've been... Okay, so I'm in the wrong letter in sequence, that's why. So let's go back over and do DL. Okay, so I haven't been here 100%, but this is way away from where I'm supposed to be. It's still going back towards a bubble, so do you know what? It's not the end of the world for me, but I've just wasted a ton of time jumping over here. Yep, almost the full amount of... What on earth was I doing there? I don't know what I've done there. I've accidentally clicked something or something. I'm gonna knock that off on this to make sure that I don't ever make that mistake again. And we're gonna go into map. We're gonna go into star class. We're gonna go F, G, and neutron stars or non-sequence stars. We'll let it replot and hopefully it'll knock... Oh, it's actually added 3 jumps now. You did, Marshall, sorry. No, but I didn't actually even know. I didn't know what direction the bloody thing was, and yeah, it might be the liquor. Oh, jeez Louise. Listen, what's 900 light years between friends, you know? And maybe I'll find a nice system on the way. It just means that for the moment, those and those have been checked and they're duds. And this one is the next sequence anyway. And I've had to come here anyway, so at the end of the day, I can't really moan. And there's 14 in this system, so let's not get too down. F stars 14 planets. I will 14 bodies. I'll certainly have a look, but there is 2 stars in here, so high metal content. Never mind. And there's a gas giant. Liquor schmicker. Liquor schmicker. That's all I can see. Well, at least we're going in the right direction. Going in the right direction now. What have we got here? C. Oh, we'll just jump straight on here, aren't we?
Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
There's 2 bodies in there, so 2 suns.
4, 3, 2.
God, do you remember the days when I used to go to the end of the bloody galaxy? No combat, no nothing, just exploration every day. I don't know how I survived it. That's why I've aged. I really noticed the difference in kind of how long things feel like they take. When I'm in the bubble doing combat and stuff, time just flies. It's obviously the company, you know, but the time really flies.
Frameshift drive charging.
Maybe it's Maybelline, Scar. You never know. With his hair? Maybe it's the whiskey, maybe it's Maybelline. I'm doing alright tonight. I've only had 3 whiskies and no beer. Well, I had that 1 beer, but God, that was horrible. I won't be buying another one of them. That was one of those expensive ones as well. Extra malty, extra hoppy, or whatever they say.
Fuel scooping.
Very malty.
Fuel scooping complete.
Right, 11 actually isn't. What are we in? We're in a. I didn't see what star we're jumping into there. I have actually. I've got a white beer. Is that what? No, not a white beer. A clear beer in the fridge. But sometimes after you've had one of these kind of more stronger beers, they taste terrible. Tastes like you're sucking on nickels while you're drinking water. Did you look at joypads yet, Elazgar? Come on, do it. Do it. Anybody who is thinking of getting a Division, because it won't stay on sale for very long. It's €3, $3, £3, £3, £3 drachma at the moment. It's well worth the pickup. And anybody who's unsure but has enjoyed the stream, I'd be more than happy to team up and help people out and kind of guide you a little bit. I've got a very good. I've actually got a very good build at the moment, and now there's going to be an update. I guess it's just because it comes in a tin. Oh, we've got a good system. Look. Oh no, no, we haven't. We've got a water world. That's a good start. Oh, right. Actually, we might have a good system here. let's not get ahead of ourselves, but this, we might have just luckily dropped into a decent system. So we got a water world at 1.2, that's possibly terraformable. And then, this is an Earth-like. This is not a rock world. This is an Earth-like. Wow. So I'm gonna just check out. I'm gonna check out some information on this one. So let's have a look at the galaxy map a second. This is a G-star. G7. Wow. I would not have expected to find. Well, this is what we were talking about earlier, Marshall, where I was saying systems throw stuff up anyway. I would honestly not expect. Alright, the water world is not terraformable. But it's because it comes in a tin can. Doesn't anybody else think that beer tastes like just metal water? Do you know what? Give us a second. I'm gonna grab some beer now. Talking about it, I fancy something away from the thingy. Can I do it in 51 seconds? No, I can't. I'm gonna pull back just to make sure. Back in a tick. Well, that's maybe a good thing, Marshall. It is maybe a good thing. It's only when I started drinking whiskey that I became more, what's the word? I had more of a taste for alcohol. Take it or leave it a lot before that. The really good part of alcohol is when you drink just enough to get a buzz. That's the greatest part of alcohol. But when you go beyond that, yeah, it's not as great as it seems. Right, we've got 7 probes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But getting buzzed is nice when you first feel the buzz.
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
The only thing that bothers me is when people say I drink beer because I like the taste of it. I'm like, well, I like the taste of coffee, but I'm not drinking 16 pints of the bloody stuff in a day. Right, okay. Got that one. Oh, can't get out. There we go. Okay, so this system actually threw something up for us, which was nice. It's not what I was expecting. Now we have to go to the next one en route, which hopefully to God I haven't messed it up somehow. I'm gonna replot here. I have got the all of my jumps seem to be around. Like, my current jump range is 72, right? Ah, my next jump's 70 actually. So I spoke too soon. I've just been noticing a lot of my jumps been like 52 or something, but oh, 16's not bad. You never know. I didn't actually see what I was jumping into here. Was it a K-Star? I can't even get to bloody use the mouse to see it now. If it was a K-Star, it's probably a bunch of crap. If the K is the main sequence. Yeah, icy bodies. Asteroids. Right. We're jumping now to an F-Star. D5. D50, so this might be alright. This might be okay. Yeah, I've never heard of that, Malcolm. You don't get Kestrel super strength? No, what's your Tenant super strength? That's the one, or just Tenants in general. I actually went to a bar a few years ago that still sold Tenants on draft. Which maybe in Scotland that isn't a big thing, but in England it is. You don't find a lot of places that sell Tenants anymore. They also sold Mild, which I'd never even, and I didn't even realise existed. I thought it was a joke. So what is the flavour of Moray Cup? Is it like a Dr. Pepper type thing? Oh, wow, we're doing well here. I don't know why I'm being gifted a lot of stuff today. This is going to be one of those where you have to fly 16,000. Oh no, it's only 2,000 light years. Light seconds. It is discovered though. Grab me Tatron. I might be misreading that, but so it's already been. Unfortunately, it's already been. It's already been tagged, but you know what? I'll still go out there and have a look. It's better than nothing. Oh, I'm gonna have to do a fly under. Oh, it's hang on. I've bloody. What am I doing here? I'm guessing it's that one, isn't it? When it. That's the one I've tagged. Yes. Okay. He's doing this in totally the wrong way, folks. He has no idea what he's doing. No idea what he's doing. Oh, hang on. Yeah, it's a bit like Vimto. Yeah, Vimto. Oh Christ! I used to have Vimto forced on me as a child. Can't be as bad as root beer though. If you've had root beer, Americans love that stuff. Just tastes like medicine. But or Kool-Aid. Ever made a gallon of Kool-Aid without sugar? Yeah. When it first came to England, yeah. It sounds like Vimto. Vimto was more purple flavored, but definitely it's supposed to taste the fruit. Supposed to. My Lord Sweet. Gotta keep those calories up in Scotland, Malcolm. That's the thing. You gotta keep those calories up. What's that thing in Aberdeenshire where it's basically a croissant, but they don't bother letting it rise? They just squish it down and cover it in lard. I've forgotten the name of it now. You might have told me the name before and I've forgotten again, but just pure calories. It's calories on a piece of paper. But you gotta do something to keep the cold out. The Swedes just have really good central heating, but free central heating as well. They don't pay for their central heating in some places. It's considered a necessity. What's that called? Probably buttery, yeah. But I think they make it with lard rather than butter. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's called a buttery. Yeah, that would make sense. It's exactly the same as a croissant, but they just don't let it rise. Or they squish it before it has a chance to stretch out and rise. But, oh shit, I think I've missed again. This stick's just been a bit too sensitive today. It's either that or I've just not done exploration in so long. It's not the alcohol levels, guys, shut up. Could be. We'll still get it.
Surface scan drive 50%.
Is that because of your internet connection, or just because my stream's crap? I don't think my stream's that bad, is it? I made some changes to it not so long ago. It messed up at first, but now I'm getting it to run at a really good 60 frames per second, and it's not affecting my CPU a huge amount, and so far tonight the graphics card's really been behaving itself as well. It's not getting above 55 degrees, which is good. Which is very good. Did I get 100%? I did. Certainly did. Senior. Right, 13 jumps. Next one in line. I may not make these 13 jumps, people. I promised myself like I'd have I thought I might have a bit of a shorter stream because I was a little bit tired tonight, but I've actually done the 3 hours. I'll do another few jumps, see if we can get this completed, but gotta love lard. Gotta love lard. Somebody's I've got a steak in the fridge at the moment. Somebody gave me some real fresh off a pig lard the other day. Freshly slaughtered last week. And rendered the lard for me, so that's gonna go in something nice. Can you do coloured greens in lard? No, nothing on the dark web, no. Oh, see, Marshall, you're pointing stuff out that I'm just missing here. I'll have to do a slower stream sometime. I'm flying through rare systems. I don't think it was. I don't think I dropped in on Brown Dwarf, did I? Oh, we got 16 in this one. That's not bad. But I don't know what star it is. Now it looked a little bit like a K star or a G. It could have been a G star. Looked a bit more orange than a G star. Fuck all in it anyway, so who cares if it's a G star or an A star?
Frameshift drive charging.
This is going to be a G star because I'm paying attention now. These jumps aren't going down.
4, 3, 2.
It's not gross. I can't remember. I've got the recipe somewhere, but I can't remember my collard greens recipe. I can't remember. I'm sure I did it with pig fat, you know. Bloody sure I did. I mean, not a ton of it, but I'm sure I did a bit of it in pig's fat. Don't think I did it in olive oil or anything.
Fuel scooping complete.
I'll double check.
Frameshift drive charging.
I'll check my notes. Jump into another G star now.
3, 2.
I might as well put the book away actually, I'm not using them. My little Star Wars book. I'm quite pleased with this book. I've been writing too much shite in it though, I need to get rid of some of it. God, give us a good number. One is the loneliest number that you'll ever have. One is the loneliest number.
Frameshift drive charging.
But anyway, to cut a long story short, this lard is good quality and fresh off a pig, so I wouldn't waste it anyway. Oh, bugger it. I didn't notice. Did you get the name? Did you get the system name? Probably visit it. Tag it.
Fuel scooping complete.
What have we got here? We've got 12 bodies in this one. It's not karaoke at all, just came to mind. But hang on, what was orbiting a brown dwarf? The main star was orbiting a brown dwarf with moons. I'm going to be honest, I didn't see it at all. I don't know how you saw it. Was it when I looked at the map? What time am I on? To 36. I just want. I'll go back and have a look at it myself, Marshall. I don't know what you saw that I didn't see. Well, probably everything, but you get what I mean. Because I don't even think I looked at the bloody map, did I? So I don't know how you worked out that it was one and the other. I've got my little claw pilot sat on the front top of the computer now, thinking he's class. So I'm the only one flying this ship. This bald bastard has no idea what he's doing. Oh, it's a water world. Well, I say that in a disappointed way. Considering this is just between stops, I won't say no to a water world. I'll target it. I'm just a bit dubious as to whether this is actually going to be terraformable. Oh, it is. Bloomin' heck. Right, okay, let's go tag it. Right, did get this water world done. I'm amazed at how many water worlds, earth lights and stuff I've found tonight. Compared to a regular stream of going somewhere, it's much higher hit rate. That could be the RNG, like just trying to sucker me back into exploration. Because I haven't been signed into this account for months. Months upon months. I did say I'd work on this kind of bit off stream, but I just haven't had a chance. A bit too busy with work at the moment. But did I stop and have a look around in that one, Marshall? I just don't understand how you saw that it was a white dwarf, a brown dwarf. I'm gonna actually type it in a second. Just give us. Oh crap! Yeah, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that was a bit low. 6. Hopefully the one over the top's got it. 7. Right. Right. I'll go out. Doesn't matter if I get the 100% or not. Yeah. I should be able to go back and have a look at it. That was BLIETHACV. Okay, so definitely one I went through quickly. D5-0. Okay, dash. Oh! So let's have a look at that one. Oh, so that was the Earthlight world. Okay, sorry, yeah. I don't know how I didn't see the big sun sat next to it. But somebody'd already found that one. Damn it. So it wasn't that rare. Because I'm the second person in history to have seen it. Okay, yeah. Yeah. I didn't even realise I'd checked the map to look at it. I like the term that was a rare bird. I like that term. Right, okay, let's do another couple of jumps if we have time. I'm a bit over the scheduled time, but it's all right. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm like. Like a zombie with brains. Earth-like. but I didn't even realise I checked the side map and missed. Ten bodies, probably nothing in there. Mind you, it is only one star, so if it's only 1 star, there's a possibility of something, but I very much doubt it. Yeah. 6 jumps. And that will be the DLY section. No? Yeah. Nah, buddies, I'm probably just gonna jump on. Well, do you know what? It's a D. It's a D system, so I might just have a quick peek. You never quite know. Oh, cripes. This could have an Earth-like in here. It's more likely not, but there's that one just to the right of the rocky. And I'm telling you, when it's just to the right of the rocky, you never quite know. I reckon it's going to be rocky. Yeah. Okay, prove me right. Thank you very much.
Frameshift drive charging.
Peek at the D. Hang on, is that? Because sometimes the text messages come through after I've talked about something, I lose track of where I was. Not that I ever had track. Right, okay, that's 7. It's only one. Oh no, there's 2 stars in here, so probably. Probably not worth it. All the yawns are starting to kick in now. Right. Let's try and get this done, son. These lettering probably not. I mean, all these letter combinations, they all obviously mean something. Why Elite haven't told us why they logged them that way really winds me up, because I'm sure if they told us, we've only mapped X% of the bloody Milky Way, and there was some, I was reading the statistics, I'm like, we wouldn't map it even if we had the opportunity. So why they don't tell us why and what these letters mean? And my thought is they don't want people going out and finding non-stop Earth-like worlds and stuff. They want them to feel special. But at the end of the day, what's the point of having a system if people don't know what half of it means? Like, we know what the masses mean. We know that, well, I know what the masses mean. I know what the sequence means after that as well. So, but I don't know what the actual letters mean. All I know is that, for example, EG-Y, EG-Y, normally, not for nothing, I'll hit a half-decent system.
Fuel scooping complete. System
not surprised it's complete. There's only 2 bloody bodies in it. Right, 2 jumps. We can do this. It's G-Star anyway. For God's sake. Stop yawning. I miss the Christmas lights on the dashboard. Don't have them on my new ship. Can't afford them. Some people think they look tacky, but so am I. So I don't care. Right, okay, so we've got 1 jump to the 0 system. XZY, I don't think I've got that on my list. I'll add it. But yeah, AAA, I've not had a lot. I've not had luck yet with AAA, I don't think. Oh, I had the Guardian ones as well, I think. But no, these are way better. Way better. Every day feels like Christmas in this ship. Zoomski'd be proud. Right, okay, so 11 bodies, but there's only 1 sun, so it could be a good system. But this was just the 0 system, so I didn't particularly aim for anything. So no, we got some high metal content, we got some rocky bodies. I'm guessing they're orbiting the high metal contents, and we've probably got a few. So, but each one of these is probably going to have a rocky body orbiting it, which you can go in, and I think it was Marshall who taught me anything with a radius of 1,500 and under is terraformable rocky body, which I didn't know before. So they're worth grabbing as well, because they do have some value. Under the new system, I don't know the exact new value of terraformable rocky bodies, but they used to have a half decent value if you found one. That's high metal content, orbiting a high metal content. That's a good one. And that's it. So the O system, I've done well. Got a few quid out of that one, so not sure how far I am from the bubble. I'm gonna make a decision. Probably, I'm gonna be honest. I'm probably gonna go back to the bubble to set up this ship better. I think when I originally took it out, it was more of a emotional decision, and I wasn't really thinking about long term. And how far are we from the bubble? Only 16,000 light years, so what? That's 17,000 divided by 70. What's that? I'm not very good at maths. It's a lot. It's going to take a while to get back, but I think I will. But I'm going to do some stuff along the way, trying to get this numbers crunched and get things down, so I know what I'm doing while I'm outside. I'll start looking at biological things at some point as well, hopefully in the new update. That's the other thing about going away from the bubble as well, is because when the new update drops, God knows what's going to be in it, and is it going to be a rush to come back towards the bubble in order to kit your ships out for exploration stuff? I don't know. It's going to be complicated. So 1.4 to 2. Oh, I always thought it was like what? Oh, maybe it's under 1.4 or something. Is it under? Or no. Over 1.4, I think. No, it's 1.4, I think. 242, really? Oh, for some reason in my head it was like 1.5, but then when you said 1.4, I thought, oh, okay, that might be about right. But 242 jumps is that? It's not bad actually. It's only what? If you fast jump it, 6 hours, maybe 4 or 5. Well, maybe doing 4 or 5 hours actually. 60, 120, 240, 4.5 hours if I fast jumped it. I haven't fast jumped in a long time though. It's not a fun experience. Makes your head go a little bit funny. Okay, ladies and gents, Smurfs, lurkers, however you are, thank you for joining into the stream tonight. Sorry I haven't been my usual happy-go-lucky self, but I'm just a little bit cream-crackered tonight. And with all the other stuff I've had with the bloody computer. Thank God tonight. Stream stayed up. It stayed strong at 60 frames per second. I don't even think I've lost the frame by the looks of it. No. 0 dropped frame rates and been going at 60 frames per second. The CPU is still pretty cold and the GPU is pretty cold, so that's good news. So the feedback I've got's actually worked. So still need to get those extra things, I think, just to make it. I can't get 2 jumps a minute. Each jump is a minute solid, Marshall. From scoop to initiation to jumping and finishing jump, it's a minute. I think it's actually 55 seconds or something. I used to count it. Yeah, it's a shame they haven't got some type of like go against your jump range. I bet you they'd do it against the jump range, but it's a shame they don't have a thing to make the countdown shorter on the jump. But oh well, thanks for joining in, everybody. Anyway, I might stream a little bit of the Division tomorrow. I don't know. I've been doing. We need to continue the Janet Diesel run in the Division, which if I remember rightly, she was quite strong. I was feeling really confident with that build, and then I've actually done another build where I've been playing the story and collecting all the collectibles, and I'm really pissed off because they've moved one of the collectibles and now you can't get to it. So I don't know why they've moved it, and so it's fucking up my whole game. But I'm enjoying doing all the story and find out all the backstory, because there's a new update to the Division next month, which is going back to New York, but it's going to be in the southern tip of New York, and it's a 1-to-1 recreation. So I'm looking forward to that, because me and my housemate spent a lot of time in New York a year and a half ago, and especially the southern tip of New York. So I've spent a lot of time there, and might be able to go to the jail, to the I've forgotten the name of the jail now, but the New York Metropolitan Jail, and actually find out if Jeffrey Epstein killed himself. We'll have to see. Okay, so I'm going to call it a night. I want to thank you everybody for watching. It's been a pleasure as usual. It's always a pleasure, and I'll see you very soon. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, press that subscribe button. Please click the like button if you enjoyed the stream, and do consider becoming a member of the Discord. You can run Discord through a web browser. You can do it. You can actually download the app to your phone, to your tablet, and actually have an app on your desktop as well. So that just lets you stay in touch. We've got some shit builds in there and people sharing photographs and stuff. So kind of has a little community thing going on. So until next time, I'll say good night, 9/7. Have a good day, good evening, or good afternoon wherever you are.